Up until last year, we had the task group system. Y'all remember that? Task group 1 was programmatic, task group 1 was operation, task group 2 was governance, and 3 was program. And throughout Peggy's entire career, she was the staff liaison to task group 3. And for the last few years, worked with Tonya Hammond, and Tonya wanted to reflect a little bit on her time working with Peggy.
I was so happy when Kurt explained how Peggy got here, because I came on the board here at Blue Ridge in 1999, and so did Peggy. Peggy became the program director here in 1999 as Peggy needing, right? I think that was needing. And so we met each other, and maybe like two board meetings later, she was Peggy Acker. So I'm really glad to know that story and how all that came about. Recruited her. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. So let me see the hands of my task group 3 people. Yeah?
Ever?
Yeah? Okay. All right, great. We're a combination of program and marketing, and to be honest with you, we considered ourselves the meat and potatoes of this place. Because really, I mean, you can do a lot of things, but if you don't have program together, if people aren't having a good time, if they're not doing something that engages them, then all the buildings are just buildings. So it was a pleasure to be the convener for Task Group 3. We were talking a little bit earlier about all of the people that are no longer here with us, but who contributed so much to Blue Ridge. Each one of you in this room, you're here for a certain purpose. You're chosen, handpicked by God to be here at this place, at this time, for this reason. Not only because of the retirement, but because of all that we have in front of us. And so I just want to represent some of the people that even aren't here to say that they love you. And we talked about how Harry Walker was here when I came, and Crystal Kellogg was here when we came. So anyway, Alan Robertson was on our board when I got here. But anyway, Scripture tells us in John 15:5, I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who abide in me, and I in them, bear much fruit. Peggy has borne much fruit. With a genuine heart and a multi-dimensional insight, love and passion for Blue Ridge, for young people, for her co-workers. Over the last 15 years, she has steadily guided the program department through one of the hardest times in our country's economic history, and while staying on budget. She turned the program department, which was losing money, into an exciting, growing, and sustainable component. Peggy transitioned crafts and child care from summer only to year-round. She oversaw construction of the diamond extension of the challenge course. She developed and oversaw construction of the Watts Family Odyssey course. She created disc golf and developed the Heritage Craft and Christmas Fest programs. Her leadership helped guide us through the strategic plan and the centennial. Vince Lombardi once said, and I quote, I firmly believe that any man's finest hour, the greatest fulfillment of all that he holds dear, is the moment when he has worked his heart out in a good cause and lies exhausted on the field of battle, victorious. Peggy doesn't look exhausted. In fact, quite the opposite. You look gorgeous. You look marvelous. But she has worked her heart out, and definitely for a good cause. We've enjoyed the battle with you, Peggy, on behalf of Task Group 3 and all of your board members, staff, and all of those who love you. Thank you. We love you forever.